have it where the IRS is pretty much, forming a task force that I just did earlier. And lo and behold, this article pop up, man. All right? Which, it all coincides with the plan in which these people do things. And these people are real strategic. The people is the wicked are the rulers of the earth, all right? They're over the people, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that, man. As a ranging bell, all right? And I'm gonna get and read a little bit of this article, and Lord willing, is be edifying. This is Proverbs 28 and 15. It says, as a roaring lion and a raging bear, so is a wicked ruler over the poor people, man. And they passing these acts and bills, and just watch the legislation and the judicial system, man, in which they pass these bills, in which the House, the Senate House, and the Republic House, man, they all, two feathers, same bird, man. All right. So everybody is with the play. Nothing is out of, nothing is overturned that should be overturned, and nothing is passed that shouldn't be passed. All right. So anything you see coming to pass a bill in writing, all right, you better believe this devil have his John Hancock on it, man. All right. And it says House Democrats pass Inflation Reduction Act after GOP calls bill a hoax. All right. It says Washington, the House of Representatives on Friday passed the Inflation Reduction Act in a party line vote after Republicans branded it a misnamed hoax that would unleash an IRS crackdown with lowering 4 decades high inflation. And in the last video I went in, all right, in order to lower inflation, you have to bring the people into a recession. In other words, in order to blow up something that's already over the top, because these people have lettered themselves with thick clay. As a matter of fact, let me get that right. Which is debt, all right? And in order to blow debt up, all right, you got to file bankruptcy as if you don't have anything anymore, which protects, your actual assets that you do have, all right? Which whatever you have, you basically telling the people, I can't pay anymore. So you're going to bring the people in a recession, all right, just so you can forward them. You have to bring them backwards just so you can bring them forward. Or magically make the inflation, the money that been created through the inflation, magically make it disappear. That's why they always use the tool fiat currency, man. All right? Which is imaginary money. And all this is, is just they throwing these numbers around, all right, just to keep Jake in a stupor. But nonetheless, hey, man, the men that's in the know, they're aware of what they're doing, man. They're aware of the wicked devices, man. All right? This Habakkuk 2:6, it says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and they taught in proverbs against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that letteth himself with thick clay. You see? So he letted himself with debt. And this is the man of debt. Okay? Debt as in D-E-B-T, which is in the upper trillions, man. All right? And the brother did a lesson on it. When you go into debt, it's way past 30, man. All right? When you suppress it and they actually come out with the loans that's not added to that, man, they get up into the upper hundreds of trillions, man. But it says the bill passed 222-207 with all Democrats voting in favor and Republicans unified in opposition. Just days after the Senate also passed a bill with only Democratic votes. It says Democrats claim the bill will lower inflation based on projections. It will raise $737 billion in new revenue. Now, where they getting this money at? All right, from where? All right, if it's already inflation, we already in a light, a light recession. We already in trillions of dollars of debt. How can any new revenue come through? All right, it says more than offsetting 437 billion in new spending. So you gonna add 300 billion, right, over what you already spending? Well, where you gonna get it from? Because again, the rich take from the poor. All right. So the more they go up on prices, right, the more inflation comes in, the higher gas is. All right. They just taxing the people, man. Inflation is nothing but another a wicked device, man. It's another method of oppression to the people, man. It says, but studies, check this out though. It get interesting in the bottom, man. This lambacks off the earlier lesson that I just did. All right, it says the Penn Wharton budget model and tax foundation say it will have little, if any, positive near-term effect on inflation, and that's right, man. Once a city goes into debt, all right, the way you pay the debt off, all right, actually goes to the people that got it in debt. All right, so there's no real way to pay the debt off, man. Okay. It says to call it Inflation Reduction Act is a lie. and these whistleblowers, all right, hey, they causing their own tongue to fall upon themselves, man. This Psalm 64:8 says, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, and all that see them shall flee away. Yeah, man. All right. These people, all right, these whistleblowers is coming out more and more. It said Friday, Nicholas Malatokas, RNY, Republican, New York, said Friday during debate on a bill. Republican Kevin Brady argued this bill is a hoax on the American people. Why they been playing mind games on the American people, man? This is nothing new. It says Biden tweeted his approval of the bill passage, but he did not appear in public Friday as he vacationed a Democratic donor's home in Kauai Island, South Carolina. It says today the American people won. How? Okay? The government is not for the people, man. They're the people that has the minds of the people. Okay? It says special interest lost. Biden tweeted, when the passage of the Inflation Reduction Act in the House, families will see lower prescription drug prices. Yeah, keep you drugged up, right? Keep you keep you in a illusion. It says lower healthcare costs, which is gonna keep you going to the doctor because they putting out all these pestilence and plagues. You see how it works? And lower energy costs. All right, which the light bill, they charge you for free energy. I look forward to signing it into law next week. The 730-page spending package. Why, if you're addressing the issue that desperately need issue, why you gotta make 730 pages, man? Because there's all kind of loopholes and nuances in the language of the contract, man. It says calls for 437 billion in estimated new spending, 369 billion of it for environmental projects, including electric cars, man. Come on, make that shit make sense, man. I won't get it to where it says, oh, all right, the IRS, okay. It says, let me get to the point. It says, that's a breakdown of what I guess everything inside of it is for. All right. It says Republicans took turn slamming provisions in the bill, focusing heavily on $80 billion in new funding for the IRS, alleging agents would target people such as teachers with summer jobs and small business owners rather than wealthy people arguably underpaid their tax bill, such as President Biden, against whom enforcement may require years of litigation. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen claimed Wednesday that the new IRS funding won't boost audits on people who earn less than $400,000 per year, which going into that same law enforcement the bill that just was passed where the agents, the IRS hiring over 85 or 87,000 new agents, man. And a nod to Biden's vow not to increase taxes on lower and middle income people. But Republicans said that's untrue and that the IRS, an independent agency, right? Because they're a private agency, will go after anyone suspected of owing taxes. What they supposed to. All right. I want to see where it said they're gonna cause the people to they're gonna get the IRS to come in on the people, man. Try to find it. Proofread it a little bit. I was proofreading. Was trying to get to the point. Alright, let me see. Come on. Where is that? Come on, I gotta look for it. Go back up. Let's log in. Driver. Come on. Where is it? Oh yeah, that's where I had read it. It said where the IRS will go after anyone suspected of owing taxes. Just a few hours ago, we got this, and it was a confirmation that the IRS agents will be getting about $20 billion in new taxes from people making less than $400,000. And shit, we talking probably 80% of Americans make under $400,000, man. I know, roughly. And I might be lowballing that. House Minority Whip Steve Scalise, Republican, said waiving a printout of a congressional budget office estimate of the impact through the fiscal 2031. That's right, the CBO just confirmed it a few hours ago. Scalise said President Biden made that promise multiple times. If you make under $400,000, don't worry, your taxes won't go up. This bill breaks President Biden's promise. It confirmed by the CBO, and there was an amendment to stop it from happening. Every Democrat voted against it. Yeah, and these amendments and changes. Well, here we go. The precise number of new IRS agents is in dispute. While with Republicans citing an estimate of 87,000, Democrats saying it would be fulfilled. All right. Republican Jim Jordan of Ohio said the IRS was untrustworthy and politically biased, pointing to an Obama administration scandal over the targeting of conservative groups. Who are these thousands of IRS bureaucrats? Left-wing bureaucrats, lowest learners at the IRS? Who are they going to harass? Middle-class families, Jordan said. And there's no such thing as the middle class. The middle class is an illusion. You got the super rich and everybody else is poor. All right? There's no such thing as levels of middle class, man. They make the middle class people believe they're somebody and tickle their fancy, right? They tell them, okay, y'all make more money, y'all better than the poor people, so we'll just tax y'all more. It's a hoax on them, man. All right? We've been supposed to do a video on that, man. There's no such thing as middle class. Okay? Basically, you're saying there's 3 levels. When we know there's only 2 levels to everything. Good and evil, up and down, left and right, hot and cold. All right? Out and in. All right? There's no in between, nothing. It's either you super rich or you poor. All right? Can you have a little bit more money than the poor people? Yeah, but you still poor. Do you live 5 to 10 minutes or 30 minutes away from them? Yes, but you're still poor. The super rich do not live amongst people. They live amongst the super rich. But that's probably the point. All right, I just wanted to just go over that. You know, I just wanted to just follow that up, man, because I found it interesting for them to come up with a, you know, to drop this reduction act, you know, right after I you know, did the IRS bill, the hiring of the IRS agents, man, to, you know, enforce deadly force, man, you know, and they printing money once again, all right, for money that they don't have, man, all right, which is further bringing you people into debt, and you people is the debt, all right, and you're gonna have to end up paying it off, man, with your lives. So I will represent it with Edifying, man. Until the next time, I'm gonna say shalom.